Hey there, and welcome into another exciting episode of A for Effort, coming to you with another quality movie review. I'm your host, Matt, and as always, we start off giving thanks to our unofficial sponsor of the podcast, MoviePass. $9.95 a month gets you one movie a day at local cinemas in your area. Check MoviePass.com for theater listing and offer availability. On today's episode, we are going to do some mid-year awards. That's right, we have reached the midway point of the year, and I have seen a total of 32 movies with my MoviePass. I am so excited to break down what I'm calling my midway point awards and everything I feel like has really developed into a wonderful movie year so far. 2018 has been a great year for movies, and these are just some of the moments that I truly enjoyed in 2018. The first award I'm going to give out is the Crying Laughing Award, and that goes to John Cena. There's a moment in Blockers where he's at a college party and they tell him that to prove that he's not a narc, a cop, that he needs to do the beer funnel. And they're like, oh yeah, that's easy. I've done enough beer funnels in the past. Well, they tell him, no, you got to do the beer funnel through your butt. And he shoves the tube up his butt, and it is probably the funniest moment I have had in a movie in a long time, but it is definitely the funniest moment in a movie this year. Absolutely killed it. John Cena was incredible in that movie, and that moment personifies the crying laughing moment. The next award is going to be the Heroic Flavor Award, and with this award, it's just the top moment in a superhero movie that I've seen this year, and that moment goes to Chris Hemsworth and the CGI teams behind Rocket and Groot. In the Battle of Wakanda in Avengers Infinity War, all seemed lost at the beginning of this battle, and after Thor has rebuilt his new hammer, he comes down through the Bifrost with Rocket on his shoulder and Groot at his side, and they come in, and the Avengers music is playing, and he shouts, "Bring me Thanos," and slams it down and annihilates a bunch of the Outriders, and it was a wonderful heroic moment, and for that, Chris Hemsworth, you get the Heroic Flavor Award. The next award is going to be the wait, what? That's right. it's the award where doesn't mean it was a bad thing, doesn't mean it was a good thing either, but I left myself head scratching, and that goes to the entire film, Annihilation. I really truly enjoyed this movie from top to bottom. It is a great film. I love the cast, love the plot, love everything to do with the cinematography, but I sat there in the theater following that movie just scratching my head going, wait, what did I just watch? I have no clue, and I haven't gone back yet, and I want to see it again. I want to try to see if I see it a little bit more towards understanding the plot of the film, but it was a head scratcher for me in general. I did enjoy it. It got an A+ from me on this show before, but it left me scratching my head. The entire theater was doing the same thing as me, just scratching our heads wondering, what did I just watch? The next award is the Kick-Ass Action Award, and that goes to Upgrade. I truly enjoyed this movie. It was only a few episodes ago that I reviewed it, and Logan Marshall Green just absolutely killed the special effects and the stunt work in this movie as the lead, Gray. The first fight scene where he allows Stem to take over his body was absolutely incredible, and it ends on an oh shit moment when he puts a butcher knife in this guy's mouth and pulls back and cuts his entire bottom jaw off. It was insane, incredible. It was gruesome, but it was just the right amount, and it was absolutely insane. The action in that movie was so good, and against a bunch of movies this year that have had some amazing action, this one takes the cake. I listened to another interview with the director, Lee Winnell, and he said that the way they filmed the action in that movie was something so simple, but yet so elegant, where they had a iPhone strapped to the chest of Logan Marshall Green, and the camera would follow his movements based on the iPhone. It would lock onto the iPhone and follow his movements, and I think that's such an elegant way to do it. And it was, and he did it for cheap. That was the whole reason he did it. He's like, I needed to find a way to be innovative, but also be cheap because of the budget I had for this movie. And what a great way to do that! I really am impressed, and for that, Kick-Ass Action Moments of the Year goes to Upgrade. The next award is going to be my oh wow moment, and that goes to the shocking reveal of Darth Maul in Solo, A Star Wars Story. Towards the end of that movie, after Paul Bettany's Dryden Voss is dead, Kira tells Han, go on without me and I'll catch up. And she takes his ring, sticks it into the desk, and up pops this hologram, and it turns out to be Darth Maul, and my jaw was on the floor. I still haven't stopped talking about this moment, and that's why it gets the oh wow moment. I hope we see more of Darth Maul. I really am hoping that we get a lot of Darth Maul and some coming stories, especially in that era, an Obi-Wan movie or a sequel to Solo. I am one of those people that absolutely love Solo. I don't think it deserves the slack it got, but I think it was a great movie. So for that, the oh wow moment goes to the team behind Solo for coming up with that amazing Darth Maul moment. My A for effort, director of the midway point, goes to John Krasinski for Quiet Place. His first time directing. He starred, he wrote. What a phenomenal film Quiet Place was, and he gets all the love for director at the midway point. He was absolutely incredible in that movie. His vision behind it with the silence, making it almost 100% a silent film, was absolutely incredible. The cinematography was incredible. The shots were incredible. You felt the tension in every scene. Anytime a pin dropped in that movie, the entire theater gasped, and it was an absolutely incredible film. Thumbs up to John Krasinski for A Quiet Place. Our A for effort performance of the midway point goes to Michael B. Jordan. He was absolutely incredible in Marvel's Black Panther. His villain Killmonger stole every scene he was in. I felt for him because it was one of the few times in a Marvel movie where you felt for the villain. They've done a great job of building their villains over the last couple of movies, and Killmonger was no exception. Michael B. Jordan, with the direction of Ryan Coogler, kills it each and every time they do a movie together, and I am so excited to see Michael B. Jordan in Creed later this year. He will be the A for effort actor of the year if Black Panther and Creed kill it the way I hope it does. My midway wote of the year goes all the way back to my first review, and that is Downsizing. The worst of all time for the midway point of 2018 goes to Downsizing. I dislike this movie so much. They build it as a comedy, and it wasn't that at all. I don't even think it had half the comedic moments that were actually in the trailer. They wasted characters like Jason Sudeikis. I just hated this movie overall, and hate's a strong word, but it got an A- from us, and that, to me, it's just the wote of all wotes at the midway point going into July 2018. Downsizing was just not good. I wish I could have picked something else, but it was the wote at this point in the year. And last but not least, my midway GOAT, greatest of all time, should be no surprise to anyone, and that award goes to Avengers: Infinity War. I had a non-spoiler and spoiler-filled review about this movie. I spoke at length at how much I enjoyed this movie, what it means to be a Marvel fan at this point, at movie number 19. It was an incredible feat to bring all these characters together for this one film. It was an incredible feat to tell the movie from a villain's perspective. It was an absolute wonder. There was so many great moments, so many great performances. Chris Hemsworth stands out the most to me. Chris Pratt's right there behind him. Josh Brolin as Thanos in general was absolutely amazing. The CGI team behind Thanos killed it. He looked like he was right there on screen and I could reach out and touch him. I've seen the movie 4 times in theaters. It was even better the 4th time than it was the first. Even though I knew things were coming, it still didn't affect the movie-going experience, and that's what rewatchability truly means. It is a great movie, a movie worth seeing over and over and over again, and the fact that the heroes didn't win is what brings that movie to this point. It is the GOAT of the midway point, and very well might be the GOAT of the year unless something else dethrones it. It was an absolute picture-perfect movie, and I couldn't speak more highly of Avengers: Infinity War. Tell me, after you've listened to this midway point awards, do you agree with what I was saying? Have you seen some of these movies that I have discussed? Let me know what your thoughts are on a lot of these awards. I would love to hear what you liked and disliked about the movies so far this year from January to June. Check out all the other episodes on the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. As always, I've been your host, Matt. This was another exciting episode of A for Effort. Come back to us next time when I will have another quality movie review.